It's a cold Wisconsin night. Ready now, Harrison Bader. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
The next 3-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Now at the plate, Greg Garcia.
Second baseman, Greg Garcia.
The 1-1 home. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Here comes Yelich. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in, Matt Carpenter. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And it's fouled away. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals nothing, and the Brewers coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. John Gant is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Who stands out to you, Danny?
You know, I think everyone should keep an eye on Christian Yelich. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat well, they just go.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. In is Christian Yelich.
Left fielder, Christian.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. Here's Ryan Braun now. He drove in the other of the 2 runs in that game yesterday. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Runners on the move for second. And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk. Next will be the cleanup hitter, number 34. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jose Martinez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
In now, Jed Jerko. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. It's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big number.
And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So striding in, Marcell Ozuna, Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. 3-1 to the Cardinals left fielder. A bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Standing in, Travis Shaw, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Now here's a drive out to right center field. He threw first and hustling for second. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat hit out front and pull it into the gap into right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And he'll get in there safely. Coming to the plate now, Jonathan Schoop. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. To second for one. On to first, and they turn the double play. Stepping in, Eric Kratz, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. It's been a promising start to the new year as they've taken 3 of the first 4 contests.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing.
And the throw is in time to get him to. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Into the box now, John Gant. Swing and a liner, but foul. Try again, 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off-speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. And there he goes towards second. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Kane is under it, and the inning is over. 1 left for the. Striding in, Tobias Myers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. At the plate, Lorenzo Cain. He flew out in his last at-bat. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Takes this the other way to right. Martinez is there. 2 down. Next to bat, Orlando Arcia, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Speared on the dive. It's late. He's safe. Nearly a remarkable play, but score at a base hit, and the inning continues with 2 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Christian Yelich. He drew a base on balls his first time up. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And again a throw, and he'll dive back in safely. Arcia is off at first with 2 away. Line towards center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. The relay, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. Riding in once again, Ryan Braun. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And that just misses the corner inside to even the count at 2-2.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that two-seam fastball.
The 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Bader ranging back to the track, but he can't get there as this hops over the wall for a ground rule double. And a bit of a break on defense as only 1 run is going to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
The 1-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. The Brewers score on the RBI double by Ryan Braun. We're through 3 here in southern Wisconsin. It's now 1-0 Milwaukee. Hard liner to center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Into the box, number 34, fouled away. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Skied into straightaway right. Braun has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So digging in now, Jose Martinez, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Here now the 2-2. Hit out towards second. Scope towards second. He's got it. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Now in the box, number 16. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Look into Molina. Now the 1-1. And he pulled the string a bit too sharply there on a curveball as it's down around the shoe tops. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ozuna is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The batter, number 5.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Jonathan Scope. And it's 1-2. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far.
That's
a little low. It's 2-2.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader is under this one. And that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Eric Kratz. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Softly hit out to short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final. Here's Jed Jerko now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Line to the right side. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Around first, he's digging for second. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Marcell Ozuna, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that misses 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Waiting on deck, there's Yadi Molina. Dribbled to the right side. And he'll reach first safely. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. This is line to left. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Harrison Bader. He's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far. 3-2 full count. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Scope. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Digging in, Greg Garcia. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. And he struck him out. His 7th of the ballgame, and that ends the inning. It's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Cardinals lead it 2-1. Eric Thames will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Eric Thames.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The next 1-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Thames is retired, and there's 1 away. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And a full count to Cain. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Cain is retired. 2 down now.
The batter, number 3, Shortstop.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Yeah, maybe a shot here now with 2 away as they finally get another base runner on. He stranded 6 in a row prior to this point, so he's had his way with these guys for the past couple of innings.
Standing in now, Christian Yelich. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Dan Jennings will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Matt Carpenter, a hit in 2 tries so far. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
The 1-1 home. Grounded down the third baseline. A tag for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
First baseman number 3.
Now batting, Jet Jerko. Tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Hard hit ball to second. They'll whip this one to first in time. Jason Shreve will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Here's Ryan Braun now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4. Stepping up now, number 16. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Jordan Hicks takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. The next to bat for St. Louis, Marcell Ozuna. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. A ball and 2 strikes now. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Now another 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Braun has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yadier Molina. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Slider just off the black there, and it's to 2-1 now. Count even at 2-2. Molina leads off first with 1 away. Pulled toward right center field. Coming in on it is Kane, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And that's the 2nd out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Harrison Bader. He was a ground out victim last time up. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. Matt Albert takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
43, Matt Albert.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put in. Number 51 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief. Ready for another shot now. Eric Kratz. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
The pitcher, number 43.
Hernan Perez will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
14, Hernan Perez.
And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Perez is retired, 2 down now. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1-2 now. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out. Robbie Ross will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Robbie Ross.
Now to the plate, Greg Garcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Here's Matt Carpenter. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, number 34. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a curveball taken low for a ball.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
To third. And there's his first base hit in this one. Ready for another chance? Jose Martinez is working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 2 balls and a strike to count. 3-1 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Hit on the ground out to short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here. In now, Jed Jerko. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it.
Your attention, please.
Ball to the bullpen now as Luke Gregerson will take over here on the mound. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Bouncer up the middle. Munoz has it. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. Into the box, Christian Yelich. We will not be seeing the usual suspect close this game out as he's been given the day off by his manager to get a little rest.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
Here's Ryan Braun now. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Bader is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Digging in once again, Marcell Ozuna. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Hard on the ground towards short. Garcia has it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Into the box now, Yadier Molina. He singled his last time up. And a swing and a miss here, and the first two are dispatched to begin the ninth. Number 41 will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 outs and the base is empty. And that's through for a hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Full count still. Hit out towards second. Scope has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Nothing further in the Cardinal ninth. On to the bottom half. Last, Brett Cecil is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. It was a walk in his last trip. Zach Walters will come on as a pinch hitter.
Zach Walters.
Way outside. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Misses. Ball 2. Hit back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one. Carlos Martinez takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Now pitching for St. Louis.
Number 16 will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Jesus Aguilar come on the pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Lined into left center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Boy, Dero, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were able to cut it off.
Yeah, not too many times I would agree. I'd love to hear your take on this as well. The no doubles defense, I kind of never understood it to begin with. I felt like the pitcher, if he can execute the game plan, could keep the ball in front of the outfielders, but right there, boy, I was wrong. That worked.
Now at the plate, Eric Kratz. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that.
And he will be called out at third, and a tough way to end it here, as this ball game is over.
4 wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. St. Louis used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. John Gant gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Carlos Martinez wraps it up for the save.